Yeah, so the background there looks pretty good. Pretty bright. It's this time of day. Oh, we got a... What is that? It looks like could be a hawk. It's either a hawk or something like a turkey vulture. I can zoom in, but I don't know if I can zoom in with the camera pointed towards me. I think he's gone anyway. All right, so a good question. What is everyone's favorite flying animal? You got puffins, seagulls, hawks, condors, falcons. What is everyone's favorite flying animal? Am I able to write on here? I don't think I'm able to actually write on here, which is interesting. Start a poll. I'm not going to start a poll. Oh, I got some small airplanes overhead. Okay, so I must say, if you haven't tried Strauss, that's Straus. I think there's two S's. Anyway, Strauss. They make it's a dairy farm. Anyway, there's milk, there's yogurt, and I think they probably make some butter also. I got hummingbirds on my hummingbird feeder over here, and the hummingbirds are liking my sugar water. I put organic sugar with hot water, let it cool down, and I put it in the hummingbird feeder, and I've got some hummingbirds. There was only just one for, I want to say, a few weeks, and now, today I saw a second one, and they kind of fought. Have you ever seen hummingbirds fight? It's pretty gnarly. I mean, they are amazing acrobats in the air. Anyway, I saw a third one. So now we got three. And then the thumbnail. I wonder if you can see. Yep. That's, you got Sonic. Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, and then some other character. I don't know who he is, but he looks happy. He also looks devious. But so let's talk coffee. Kenya. There's some good coffee coming out of Kenya. All good, dog. Howdy. Asia and Jason. How's it going, guys? So I guess the question I asked earlier was, what is everyone's favorite flying animal? You like falcons, seagulls, hawks, crows, ravens, which are like crows, or do you like sparrows? Do you like the small birds? Do you like parakeets, toucans? What is everyone's favorite flying animal? A chicken, I guess, they don't really fly very high, but they take flight a little bit. It's kind of like turkeys don't fly at all. I don't think they can get more than a foot off the ground. Hawk, that's probably my favorite. I love hawks. Ravens, vultures, yes. Condors are big. I think condors' wingspans get up to 12 feet. But I was going to say falcons, they're fast. I think they hit like well over 160 miles an hour when they dive. Draco lizard. I don't know if that's a bird. Do you like the brand NoFX? The band NoFX. Yes, actually I do like NoFX. Check them out. They changed my life. Awesome. Yes. Shalom to you. I know salam and shalom, it's the same word, just in different languages. But it means the same thing. It means peace. And, in Hawaii, they say aloha for hello and goodbye. And also, I think it's loosely used for the word love. That's aloha. And so, anybody else want to chime in what their favorite flying animal is? We got hawk, chicken, You know, the peacock, actually, it can take flight. I think it only gets about 7, maybe 10 feet off the ground. So it can't really fly very high, but it can take flight better than a chicken. Um, I would have to say, there's some of those other birds like blue jays, cardinals, finch. A finch is a small bird. Allah is greatest. Well, I'm not going to say anything about that other than I believe that the Creator is the greatest. And if we're all talking about the Creator, then yes, of course he's great. You kind of look like my gay neighbor. That is funny. I take that as I don't want to say a compliment or an insult. Maybe there's something in between a compliment and an insult. Um, so I'll take it as whatever that is. You know what? I find, this is what I find. So I'm a jack of all trades. So I do electrical work, hanging chandeliers on 20-foot ceilings. I'm also a surfer, so I surf big waves. Both of these things take quite a bit of courage. And then I also like doing tile work, brickwork, a lot of manly type stuff. But I noticed that the manliest people that are very strong and work hard with their hands and at the same time are very kind to women, right? Not disrespectful, but kind. This is what I see as the all around most excellent of the male human on planet Earth. Yeshua was like such, worked hard with his hands, and then at the age of 30 began a ministry, and that went for about 3 years. And so he's a man that worked hard with his hands and also loved and respected women. It's a good line, isn't it? It is a good line. It is a good line. There's a lot of good lines. I like, an interesting one. There's more way. There's more than one way to skin a cat. I really never understood that very much because who goes around skinning cats? Johnson. God bless everyone. God bless you too, Johnson. Um, Trying to think. Anybody ever watch that show Get Smart? It was a TV show, I want to say back in the early 80s, and I think it ran to about the mid 80s. Anyway, it's called Get Smart. There was a movie that was made. I'm pretty sure Steve Carell, the guy that was in Bruce Almighty, and then also he was Evan in Evan Almighty. I think he played a part in that movie, the main character. Anyway, Get Smart, pretty funny, kind of like a secret agent, but like goofy and funny. Anyway, so okay, did everyone chime in on their favorite flying animal? I got someone that said a hawk and someone that said a chicken. Anybody else want to chime in? I mean, does anybody like falcons? What about eagles? I mean, the eagle is pretty cool. The bald-headed eagle is quite nice, but the golden eagle is actually, I think, a little bit more fierce, and if I'm not mistaken, I think it's slightly larger. Anyhow, that was one of my neighbors that walked by. And, okay, what about flowers? We talked about birds. What about flowers? What kind of flowers does everyone like? Metallic green fly. Is that a kind of bird? Or is that like a fly, like an actual fly? If you ever look at the fly's eyes under a microscope, pretty awesome. The vulture. Vultures are cool. I really like vultures. Um, they're not the prettiest looking bird, but they're definitely badass. Um, I'm trying to think about Okay, there are other birds um, that are pretty awesome too that we're not thinking of right now. And trying to see which ones are pretty cool. Um, I must say that I do like the sandpiper. Anybody know what a sandpiper is? The sandpiper is a bird that you see along the shore. They may be inland, anywhere where there's, I guess, a body of water and some kind of sand-ish. They're called a sandpiper because they have a long beak, and they stick their beak down in the sand, and they get out little whatever sand crabs or whatever else kind of is in their sand there. Crows are awesome. I love crows. I like tiger lily. As far as flowers go, I love tiger lilies. Foxglove. Anybody like foxglove flowers? Those are pretty cool. Sunflowers are cool. Did you know about the crow, though? The crow is a very smart bird. If you Google crows or if you want to YouTube search crows, they're actually quite smart. I mean, for such a small little brain, they're actually quite clever. Dolphins, that's an ocean animal, right? Dolphins are pretty smart. Um, Black lemon is cool. Trying to think, I mean, there's a lot of birds out there and flowers, so I'm not really sure if black lemon is a bird or a flower. It could be either, it could be both. I don't know. I saw some crows today. I saw some crows yesterday, and there was 3 of them. And just so you know, the term murder of crows is actually 3 crows or more. So if you see 3 crows or more than 3, that's considered a murder of crows. Just like there's a flock of seagulls or a flock of sheep or a school of fish. I saw some crows today. I saw some crows yesterday. We already went through that. I think, yes, I think there's something that I need to do. And I was going to wait until I like the movies. Oh, yeah, the first one. Actually, The Crow, the very first one with Bruce Lee's kid, Brandon Lee. Now, that was a good one. The very first Crow that came out, that was good. All the other ones, I don't think I really cared for. I know there was a new one that came out, too. I saw the preview. It doesn't look that great. I mean, it might be interesting and kind of cool, but the first one was so choice. What other movies are there with okay, what about the movie The Birds? That's an old movie. We're talking, I think, 60s or 70s. It's like a horror movie about birds attacking people. What's up there, Sam? And The Guardian. Okay, did anybody ever see the movie The Guardian? Stephen King, exactly. The movie The Birds was a Stephen King movie. But the movie The Guardian was with Kevin Costner and Ashton Kutcher. I saw part of the movie recently. It was pretty good. About the Coast Guard. Hello, how you doing? Anyhow, what gloves do you have? Gloves. Well, currently, I think I have tactical gloves, which are like military gloves. And I think I might have some snowboarding gloves. I think those are the only 2 that I have right now currently. My wife doesn't use the dishwashing gloves, but I know some women like those, the dishwashing gloves. Okay, hummingbirds. As far as birds go, the hummingbirds are pretty awesome. Okay, so, if any of you guys have I don't know, I'm thinking 25. I mean, you could have less than 25. That's fine. But if you have like 25 or more subscribers, on your YouTube channel. I think that you should promote your YouTube channel if you want to, and get it going a little bit because it's quite fun. It's quite fun, and you can sort of make an impact, a difference, and in many different ways. I saw this cool Asian guy. He had just under 6 million subscribers, and he's this really cool Asian guy, and he's got a baby, and he does like artwork. And it was amazing. I mean, he's just sitting there doing these cool little art projects, and he's got his baby, sitting in a little high chair next to him, and he's like the baby's blowing bubbles, and all. It was awesome, just really cool to see. So, in addition to many other things besides having your own YouTube channel, if you do have a YouTube channel and you want it to grow and share some stuff, I think it's a good idea. Do you have fish because you're a cap? I fish sometimes. I do like to eat fish, and Salty Crew is just a nice I guess, what do you call it? Nice brand of hat, whatever. True that, bro. Stupid aw that. Stupid hat. Stupid aw hat. You know which hats I really like are some that you get from other countries. So let's say you go to another country and you go into like a surf store or a skate store in another country. A lot of times the stuff that they make there can be pretty cool. Like over in Europe, you get stuff that's made in Europe, whereas here in America, I would say most of the hats you get are made in China or somewhere like that. So the quality is a little different. Picked up a hoodie, a Reebok hoodie in Netanya, Israel, about 3.5 months ago, approximately. And you could tell the quality was better than if you would have bought it in America. Because if you get a Reebok hoodie and you buy it in America, it's made in China. But if you buy it in Israel, it's made in Europe. So a little better quality. You're from Denmark? Hey, there was something that happened in the Netherlands recently, some kind of an anti-Semitic thing that happened, which is so stupid. I really don't understand that at all. People need to learn how to, if you're not going to love everybody in the world, at least don't have an attitude like you want to go kick them when they're on the ground or, it's just stupid. Stupid people doing stupid things. I don't get it. I don't understand. Animals know how to treat other animals better than people. That shouldn't be. Anyway, I think I'm going to jump on later in about 3 hours or 4 hours or so. Let's see, what time is it? 3-ish. Probably in about 4 hours, 3 or 4 hours. I'll probably jump on again and do another one. I want to get into the book of Nehemiah and probably Daniel and a little bit into the book of Revelation because that's a great book too. So I'll catch all of you guys later. Take care.